Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Sasha Reed. I just wanted to pop on and share with you a few of my crafty bargains that I picked up, as well as a couple of design team makes. I just thought I'd fill you in on what I've been shopping and what I've been making. So I'll get started with my makes. So first up, I've used these two die sets here. These are both from Surprise Creation. We've got this sort of set here which comes with an outside sort of scalloped circle, an inside circle that you could use to then cut the inside if you just want to make it a layered edge like that, or that would be obviously in there if you didn't use that inside edge. And it comes with flowers and a couple leaves. And then I've got this cute little set here which you could easily make a shaker with. This has got like two inner layering dies, and it just does this beautiful pattern into your paper. So the first card I made was this one here. So this card I had a lot of fun with. It was quite simple and came together really quickly. So all I did was I cut out the background die, which you can see that stitching on there. And then I mounted it to a bit of this holographic cardstock, which is from Alina's shop on AliExpress. And I then used that same holographic paper for the back of the hello. So as you can see, it's kind of got that sort of holographic look to it. And then I made up the flowers from that set, and I used my DIY Wink of Stella pen that I made to add glimmer to those flowers. So you can see kind of shines a bit. Made a little oopsie there. I'll use a rubber and I'll just rub that off. It should come right off. And then I used some little gems and stuck on the gems in the center of those flowers. And the sneaky little trick I did with this was that I cut my hello holographic out of my background piece, which you can't see. So there's a big hole in the middle behind it, but all I wanted was that border, and I felt like it was a waste to not use it, so I used the center of it and then I stuck it all on my card. On the inside of my card I just stamped a flower. This is a Stampin' Up stamp, and I added a bit of glimmer onto this flower as well. So it's a very, very, very light dusting of glimmer on that flower. So that's my first card. Really quick, really simple, really easy to put together. This next card was really fun. The flowers come together in the die set. So as you can see, they are all stuck together as one big blob. And I thought actually it would be quite fun to use as a shaker. So you can see there's that circle that's the middle of the flower. And I just cut them twice and used them as a cute background and put some sequins in the back behind it. So you can see there's my foam, my messy foam. And made a card. So these sequins are from Alina's shop. There's two different kinds. I've got the really small iridescent blue, and then I got my favorite ever ones, which are the glitter blue ones. So they're from her shop. And I just layered it up. All my cardstock is from Lime Tree Craft, and I'll link that below as well. All the things I've used today, I will do my best to link for you. These sentiment strips are from the Tailored Expressions set. They look like these. They are my new favorite sentiment strips. I am using them all the time at the moment. They come with these dies. The dies cut each of these sets. They just kind of line up the squares on the squares, and they die cut them out beautifully. And you get an absolute ton of sentiment strips in no time at all. So I've done some in cream and some in white, and I just keep these all on my desk now, and anytime I need a sentiment I can just grab them. So they're really handy. On my edges I've used my Nouveau drops to kind of put little sparkly blobbies, and that's kind of finished off my card for me. On the inside I just layered it up with the same blue glitter card, which I got from Hobbycraft, and then a layer of the same cream colored card. And so it kind of pulls the card together, I think. And last but not least, I used this die set here. I've got it on the screen for you because I've misplaced it like most things in my office. So I do apologize. But this is the die set from Alinacraft on AliExpress. And I used up some of my old Stampin' Up paper and pulled out my cardstock that matches that paper, and I die cut it out. Then I took my DIY Wink of Stella pen and just covered the whole thing in some glitter. So I'll link that video down below. I've done a tutorial on how you can make your own Wink of Stella pen for a fraction of the price of the name brand one. And again, I've used those sentiment strips there on the top of the card, and it's hard to see, but I've done some clear Nouveau drops all around the edge of the card to add a bit more dimension to my card. On the inside, I stuck a cute little cupcake. This is from Alina shop, and it's a bit tricky to see, but the hearts all have got my DIY Wink of Stella glimmer on them, and I've layered the inside of my card with the same cardstock that matches the front here. This is Sweet Sugar Plum from Stampin' Up. So that's how I done that one. Really simple, just one die cut. I layered it up 2 or 3 times, maybe twice. A bit tricky to get the camera to focus on it, but there's 2 or 3 layers on here, and I just used my Alina's double-sided adhesive sheets and stuck them together, and then just popped them on the front. Really easy, really quick, really simple card. Right, now for the fun stuff. Tonic has been having a lot of sales. They have been selling absolutely tons of stuff all the time. Their shipping's been really good, and selling lots of stuff I love. So they've got a big clearance section. I went on there and got some new embossing powders, some glitter paste. Each week they do weekly deals. So in the UK, that is. I'm sure Tonic in the States is probably doing the same. I think Tonic in the UK ships worldwide, but it'd be worth popping over and checking. But these are the things I picked up from Tonic, which I'm really excited about. So they keep doing bundles of Nouveau drops. Now Nouveau drops can get quite pricey when you start to add them all up. And usually they range between £2 and £5 a bottle. And on Tonic, if you get them on offer, you can get them for quite a bit less than £2 if you buy a little bundle. So I got this bundle, I think for £6.20 or something like that. And they are all glitter Nouveau drops. And the nice thing about Nouveau drops is that they kind of retain their, they retain their shape. They sort of look like a dome, and they keep that dome effect. So it looks like a little jewel, a flat back jewel on your cards, which is really nice. Whereas a lot of other things, a lot of other ones that look like this, they go flat as soon as you stick them down, and then they just kind of are these flat little dots. Whereas I like having the round dome kind of shape. So Nouveau drops, they retain their shape, which is why they're a bit more expensive. But they last forever. I've had this one for over a year, probably about a year and a half. I use it all the time. It's my favorite one. This is the White Blizzard, so it's clear with white iridescent glitter. I've probably got half the bottle left, and I use it a lot. So they really do last a long time, and they don't seem, well, for me they haven't gone off. So I'm really happy with them. So I've got these ones are my new colors. Then I picked up embossing powders. These were all in their clearance section of their website, and I have been using them and having fun with them. I got all of these for around £1 each, I believe. I'll put the price on the screen. Now, my favorite one so far that I've played with is this green one. If you can see, it's green with glitter in it, and it's really, really gorgeous. So if you can see, that green glitter is so pretty. And that's the Tonic Nouveau embossing powder. So I picked up Ocean Sparkle, Magical Woodland, which is the green I just showed you, Purple Haze, Turquoise Lagoon, and Pink Popsicle. Most of them I think have sold out now. I'm pretty sure Pink Popsicle and Turquoise Lagoon are still on their site. Then I've not had to play with this yet. This is Nouveau Glimmer Paste. So it is a paste packed full of glitter. So I'm really excited about that. And I love the lids on all their stuff. I love the jewels they've got on the lids and just how cool and chunky they are. I really like it. So I got that. Then Tonic did some dies. Now I'm going to try and get this so it's not reflecting in the light too much. So we got Believe, and it's got a background die to it. Sorry, a shadow die, so you can cut the outside edge as well as the words. Then I got With Love, and they're quite long. They'll go across a card very easily. And this one is my favorite. So you've got Thanks, which I do like Thank You a lot more, but I do love shadow dies. And I love that this one goes this direction. So you've got the two in there, and they go both directions on your card. So that is really cool. And then, as always, I can't resist picking up more of my favorite glue. So I got my Tonic craft glue. These are really handy for sticking down intricate die cuts, for gluing anything. The nozzle seems to be a lot thinner than it ever was, so a very, very small amount comes out. But if you're not happy with that, you can always just chop the tip off and it'll come out a lot faster. So I picked up some more of these. Then I've been shopping on a shop called Budley Crafts, I believe is how you say it. I'm really bad at trying to remember what the shop's called in my videos, but also trying to get the pronunciation right, but it's on the screen. I got a whole ton of ink pads from them. They seem to be the cheapest place to get the Tim Holtz Distress Oxide inks in the UK that I could find. They do discounts for the more you buy, so that's really helpful, and it includes if you use the ink refills as well, so you can buy ink pads and refills and still get a discount on all of them. So I've been using them, and you've been seeing more Distress Oxides in my videos, which have come from that shop. I also picked up some of these. These little things are from Tsukineko. It's the same people that make Versamark ink, so I won't try and botch that name up again, but I love these little inks. Now, I have been buying these from Stampin' Up because I could only ever find them there, and they are like a shimmer pearl. You'll see if you go and watch my video on how to make your own Wink of Stella, I have used some of these on there, the champagne one in particular. And Stampin' Up charges a small fortune for them, which I thought was fairly normal because I couldn't find anywhere else to get them from. These guys are nearly half the price. So I've been really, really impressed. I bought a whole bunch more, and then I bought some colored ones to try out as well. So I got Frost White because I wanted to see, or sorry, just plain white. It's an ink, and I wanted to see if I could do ink splatters on my cards to kind of give that kind of splattered look in the background, and see how that went. And then I obviously got my favorite color, which is teal, which this one is Tropical Lagoon, just to see if I could use that, maybe mix it with some of the shimmer and get my own colored shimmer like you would with an ink refill. So these are really cool, so you can pop onto that website if you want to have a look at those, but that's what I use these for. Then Crafter's Companion had a sale a little while ago, and so I took advantage of that and bought these. Try not to catch the light on these stamps because even if I take them out, they're still going to catch the light because they're all shiny. But as you can see, they are layering stamps. So you've got this unicorn and you just stick all the stamps and layer them down. So it tells you on the back how to stamp them, what order, and how you get it. And then it gives you kind of like a color suggestion as well. And it also comes with coordinating dies. So I got the coordinating die for each of these sets, and I have got them in my stash ready to go. I had to play with the unicorn one, but I have not yet played with the cute little birds, but I hopefully will. And these teacups, which are really, really sweet. So I'm really excited about these stamp sets. They are photopolymer, they're really good quality. And I decided to make one layer cards because I was anticipating loads of birthdays before lockdown kicked in, and so I made a bunch of birthday cards, and I love how they turned out. So I used my Distress Oxides for the colored bits, and I used my Stampin' Up ink pads for the other bits. So I used the darkest brown that I had for the outline, and then I used the slightly lighter brown for the inside, and some of my Distress Oxides. So I've got the purple ones. I did it in the teal and green. And then I also did it in the pink and purple. So I did the 3 different kinds and just had a really fun play with these unicorn stamps. So I can't wait to give these out. They're really good fun. I could always add some Nouveau drops or maybe a couple jewels on the top to kind of give it a bit more bling and glitter. I could use my homemade Wink of Stella pen, and I could do like the horn or something. So yeah, those are all my projects. thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed all this stuff. I hope I was helpful in some shopping tips. I don't know, I'm finding, you know, getting these little parcels in the post every so often help with this lockdown. So stay in and stay safe, and please continue to watch my channel. Do like and subscribe. Thank you for joining me. Bye.